Hello guys, welcome to Decoding YouTube channel. Today we are going to dive into a topic called decoding for loop in Java. I'm repeating this: decoding for loop in Java. Every guys like beginners, like or like intermediate or like professionals, and everyone like the coding, okay, knows that this what's the main purpose of the for loop. The main purpose of the for loop is like iteration purpose of we are using that. And this for loop we are like writing number of times in our job career. So n number of time we used to write this same syntax. Okay, right. This same syntax we are writing for n number of times, lot of times, because it's a data variable, right? In this data variable, we have to iterate through a data. So for that data, for that we anyhow that loop is a mandatory things. For that we need to use this for loop. Actually, this is the old for loop approach, but still, even though still now we are using this like for many in many places also, like because in the advanced for loop and all, we don't have the index column. Sometimes we don't that index is not there. So for to use the index purpose, we must need to write this. We have to use this for loop. Okay, come actually this video is I'm making this video mainly for like what are the advanced, like how efficiently we can able to write this for loop. That is the main motto of this video. Let's see, we can dig into like let's postmortem this for loop like section by section, right? So this is the for keyword. So for keyword, if you are writing, then it is different as well. So this for keyword have three sections, three blocking sections: the first, second, and the third. The first section is for initialization. We are declaring the variables. The first section, okay. And second section is for conditional operator. Will be available. It can be any conditional operator, okay. And the third thing is for increment or decrement operator will be there. So this is a major thing, like in every places, or like commonly we have stored in the mind, like the first things. The first part will be like is for the initialization purpose or declaration of the variables, and the second part is for the conditional operations, or like and the third is for the increment or the decrement operator. So this is a major like the common definitions we have stored in the mind, right? Let's we can check that whether what we have in the mind is the right or wrong. If you are like debugging that, then only we can able to know that, okay, oh, we can actually this is majorly for this or not, right? Okay, first thing first, let me run this program once. Okay, so inside the loop. Oh, okay, hi, let me save and run this program. So this is a basic for loop program. There is no hard to understand. We know that this is the behavior, and this will be this is only the output we will get. The next thing, okay, before starting to the next example, let me narrate a small story from the Bible. Actually, in the Bible, a character called Abraham, okay. So God went to his house and giving some promises and all, okay. So we will get a child at the age of 100 and all. So blah blah blah, many promises God gave to him. So in that time, after gave the promise, God leaving the house, before leaving the house, God is saying to Abraham, I am going to destroy a city called Sodom and Gomorrah. So in that time, only I think so, Abraham recalled that his nephew Lot is also living in that city. So he went to God. Okay, he directly didn't ask that. Okay, God, please save my relative Lot also is there, but he is indirectly like asking to God, like debating with the God, like what is it means. Okay, if 50 good peoples are in the Sodom and Gomorrah city, will you not? Will you destroy that good people with the bad, or like will you change that mind to destroy the city? God said, if 50 good people are there, I won't destroy. And then he is bargaining with God with the number. First 50 people he asked, then he asked with the 45, and then he asked with the 40, and 30, 20, and 10. Okay. When it comes to 10, he understands that okay, God won't do any bad things to the good people. Okay, fine. So why I said this story means we need to let's take that numbers. Okay, what Abraham said. So what's the first number? 50, right? 45, 40, 30, 20, and 10. So this is a number. Abraham said like 50 people are there means will you destroy the city or not? God said no. 45 means no. 40 no. 30 no. 20 no. And 10 no. Okay. So for this purpose, so what the thing is, we need to write a basic program like basic follow. If 50 rules are there means I want to print it should be print city is saved. 45 means cities. If it is less than 10, the city is not get saved. It is going to be destroyed. Right? It is in dangerous position. Okay, let me write that in a programmatical way. Okay, int I is equal to, sorry, I already declared that people. Int I is equal to, actually it is in a descending order, right? So we have to start with 50, then I is greater than of 0. It should be uh, evaluate until 0 only, not less than 0. Okay, then I negative. Oops. Okay, fine. So first condition, we know that it's like in the if you see these numbers in the mathematical way, it is divisible by 5 and it is divisible by the 10. Like you can write either of that way. Okay, if I is divisible by 5 if 0, then it should print. Okay, either this we can write, or else better we can write, because only one number is there, right? 45 only. You can hard code it that also. City is saved. Okay, I am printing that number also. City saved by I. Okay, now the next thing, the other things are divisible by 10. So in a simple way I can write I is I modulus of 10 is equal to 0. Then south, I can copy the same thing here. Okay, and the next thing, okay, if it is less than 10, right? If it is I is less than of 10, it should print city is in danger. Okay, so here I want to recall this two keywords, about the two keywords. One is break and the other one is continue. So this two keyword is for like the flow control. Okay, so for the for loop or do a loop, we are using this break keyword. Break keyword is as the keyword only defines that it is breaking the loop. Okay, it will exit the loop if the condition satisfied, or continue means it is skipping that flow. If it is that condition satisfied, it is skipping that flow. After that, it won't print anything. Okay, so if this condition satisfied, I don't want to check these things and all, so I can put continue. Then if it is satisfied this one, again I put the continue. If this condition I don't want to print it is 10 times, right? It's until 0 it will, so 0 1 2, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 9, until 9 it will print. So we can, I'm breaking this once if the condition satisfied. So this is a basic flow control keyword. So continue using the break and the continue. I'm using this. Let me run this program. Oh, okay. So here look, city is saved by 50 people and 45, 40, 30 and 20 and 10. Okay, when it is come to 10, less than 10, city is in danger. Oh, great. Okay. So here, so using this continue and the break, it's a basic example. Okay, right? To understand the for loop flow. So this is a basic example, the first example. So next thing, as like the previous video I explained, sorry, the previous things I explained that this first block of this for loop is for the initialization of the, or for declaring, right? Declare the variables. Okay, whether that is correct or wrong, right? So we can post-mortem that particular section, or the declaring on this particular section. We can on what and all ways we can declare, initialize, what and all ways we can declare, how efficiently we can write this first block of the code, right? So we can know whatever we let us see, okay, what we can do with this for first section of the for loop. Okay, fine. Let me, oh, okay, for loop int I is equal to 0, I is less than of 10 and I plus. Okay, fine. The first point, okay, in this section, it supports, first we can check, okay, it supports all the primitive data variables. Okay, so in Java we have two types of variables. One is the primitive variables and non-primitive variables. So it supports all the primitive variables. So what are the primitive variables? The long, short, int, char. Did I miss anything? Yeah, double, float, and the last boolean. Okay, so it supports all the primitive variables. If you saw, that means it supports long, short, int, char, double, and float, and boolean. So we know that. Okay, let's it's a logical way. If you saw, that means for the initialization purpose, I want to use the long, right? So yeah, I am running. Let me run this program. Okay, yeah, it is supports long, right? And if I want to type int, int as usual supports short. Okay, and char double float, everything it will support. Okay, every single data types it will support. Float also. Okay, and the char also. So how the char is supporting, right? The char is actually internally that it is storing it as async characters, things only, numbers only. So until that number, it will run. So that is the thing. So char means, for example, I am a. Let us check this here. It doesn't know what's the number. Actually, a for the async AC2 value of the char is greater than of 10. So it is not printing. So if I'm like this and internal negative character means, let's see, yeah, it is on until like I think so it was around 56 it will come. So let me check this, what is that value. Okay, yeah, okay. So these are the characters after, like until 10 it is printing. Okay, after a, if we see, say b means a, it will print. Look, b a, it is going to, so these are the caps letters. Okay, so it will print all the characters, like we have, you know that for the character tables, as2, though ac2 is there, right? So using that we can read this logics. So char also fine. Okay, internally because of it is using the numbers, it is allowing. So what about this boolean? Why this boolean is there? Okay, how we can initialize this boolean? Let me initialize this boolean also, whether it is supporting or not. Let us check. Flag is equal to false. Okay, flag. It shows somewhere. Oh, okay. Int I is equal to 0. Okay, and now let me. Okay, hmm. Okay, let me run this. Right now, no compilation. What's that compilation error? I got nothing, right? Hmm. I missed on calculus. Hmm. So false. Okay. So it supports the boolean value also, boolean primitive value also. So we can reuse this flag anywhere. That is the main motto. Okay. What about the non-primitive variables? Whether it will support the non-primitive variables also? Hmm? Yeah. If it is yes means, how it is supporting it? Because it is non-primitive variables are string and objects, right? Object is very irrelevant, right? If it is a non-primitive means, what's the need of, like, I want to use the non-primitive variables here? Non-primitive variables means it's string and object means it is like all the things in the Java, like if it's a list, array list initialization, or like if a class employee, or like whatever the things, everything are come under falls under object. So everything we can initialize in this block. Okay, let me check with the string first. String yes is equal to hey Dave. Okay, let me print this. Yeah, I'm running. Hey Dave. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, let's we saw that. So here we came to know that. So this on the initialization block, it's about all the primitive and the non-primitive variables. Okay, it is supporting string. Okay, for the it's fine. What about the objects? So objects means let me initialize object here. Okay, yeah, list string list is equal to no array list. Let me move this one. Let me print this list. Okay, cool. So it is printing all the things. Let me push this data something into the list. Add of file. I didn't put the semicolon here. Okay, it's string, and I will put the integer here. Integer. Yeah. If you saw the here means 1 0 1 2 3 and until 5 is printing. So right now we know that. So in this block, the first block of the for loop supports all the initialization of the primitive and the non-primitive variables. Either it is a string, object, whatever the characters like long, short, int, char, double float, and boolean, whatever the primitive variables and whatever the non-primitive variables, it will support for the initialization or the declaration purpose. Okay, declaration purpose means let me explain the declarations also. Okay, the list here I am make it declaring. Okay, running this happily it will run fine. So until this we are clear, right? So it supports all the primitive and the non-primitive variables. Now the second point is it will the first section it will execute on only one time only. Okay, it will execute only one time only. Okay, so we know this like seeing the logic itself, right? And I is equal to, if we write I is equal to 1. Okay, fine. So in this logic we know that okay, if it is if it is initializing one time, the next time it is executing this part of the code only, not this one. Are you getting or not? So on the every time it is not initializing or like declaring this I block. If it is declaring means then every time it will be one only. So on the first time only this piece of code is this block the first section of the for loop is getting executed. Let me check this. Okay, yeah, look. Okay, so let me, okay, you are saying overlay, right? Okay, this class block is executing one time only. So how it is how I can see that literally it is executing one time only. Okay, here what we can do means I will write a method. Oh, static mm, static, let it return void type only. Okay, so it is for like init purpose. Successful initialization. Okay, cool. So what I can do is I am replacing this with my method. Yeah, here look. It supports this method also, method execution also. It's not only for initialization and declaring of the variable, it is for execution of methods also. Execution of methods also. So here what we can do is we can invoke a method also in this block. So It can be any return type. Okay, it's not about void. It can be int. It means I need to return something. Uh, Return 0. Okay, here look, there is no compare. So whatever the return variable we can use here. So it can be a let I make this a void. Okay, right now. So as I said, it will execute only one time, first time. Okay, so in that time only it will print, right? So one time only it will print running this code. So if you saw, that means successful initializations. It print on the first time, and then only it is executing this piece of code. Okay. So what's the purpose? Why I need this feature in this for loop, right? So it is basically for like initialization purpose. Like before running the for loop, I want to do some init operations. Okay. So for that purpose, we can have this feature. We don't want to write like this. If actually we used to write this in this way, like if init I is equal to 0, then it should be invoke this method, right? This, so here what the thing is, every time on this method row, okay, on this thing, it will validate this I is equal to 0 or not. So it's not a good approach also. So better if we are moving this, if I have some initialization block on the for loop, I can move this code to a method and just invoke that method here. Okay, I can pause the variable also here. There is no hold. I can pause the variables here. There is no issues in that. Okay, there is no issues in pausing that variable here. Yeah, here look, it's so this is purely supporting like first block of the code is for initialization purpose only, right? Okay, it's not about only the variables. It is about like initialization purpose of the for loop. For that purpose, this blockage is booked. Actually, this particular block is booked only for the initialization purpose. Okay, let's see the conditional operator on the next video. Okay guys, bye, see you soon.